She's out drinking somewhere, but we appreciate what she did. So good to be with you guys. This is nice. This is very cool. I live about 3 hours away in Queens, so I had a nice little... No, it wasn't bad. It was manageable today. I think I've been to Westbury. Like, there's so many towns. Like, I've lived in New York City for like over 15 years, but Long Island, there's so many towns. Every 3 traffic lights, it's a new town. You guys even give up. You just have one area. You just call it 5 towns. We can't even keep treating it like 5 towns. And I have a theory. There's like 8 towns and 5 towns. It's like, no, I'm just keeping track. I'm originally from upstate New York. I'm from the town of Syracuse. You guys ever go up there? Oh. If you go drinking up there, they got great water. Great water. Very, woo. They do drink a lot up there. They do a lot of drinking. They don't drink and drive where I'm from. They eat themselves sober at the end of the night. I used to work in a bar. It had a weight chart on the wall to help you figure out your blood alcohol content. And these guys would stagger up to the chart and go, all right, see if I can drive. I weigh 170. Okay, the chart said I could have 4 drinks. I had 9. I gotta get up to 225. I need some mozzarella sticks. They're strict in the city. They have a law in New York City. If the police catch anyone drinking and driving, they'll keep your car. And they don't care who you are. They've already confiscated 8 fire trucks.
I'll have to upload it.
So you guys do good work. I'm happy to be a part of the events right here.
It's making me rid of it.
We're texting right there. We're live tweeting the show right here. That's okay. That's all right. You're a social worker. Somebody. If you ordered more water, hey, we're out of water. So tell you about myself. So I'm a married guy. We have married people here. Woo! Are you living together too? We're doing that. Married and we're living together. Anyone engaged? Yeah, oh, okay, all right. That was enthusiastic. Anyone engaged? Congratulations over here. What's the name? Sure, whatever. Anyone's name. What's my maternal grandmother? What's her name? No, who's married? Chris. Okay. Chris isn't that excited about getting married and doesn't really know her name that well. For the purposes of the show, my name is Chris. I'll save you a little money though, because I just got married a couple of years ago. I was an older groom. I waited till I was in my 40s, and I'm glad I did because guys in their 20s are so shallow. All they care about is looks. And as you mature, you look for a soulmate with money. But this is true. So by the time I got married, my buddies were all married, and they gave me a great tip, and the married people will back me up. When you plan a wedding, whatever you order, if the vendors find out that it's for a wedding, they raise their prices. Yeah. So we were sly. We went to the bakery together. We go, hey, we need a 3-layer cake with a formal couple on top for a fundraiser. My friends got injured ballroom dancing. We got to raise some cash here. You know? Then you got to reserve hotel rooms way in advance if you have out-of-town friends. And my wife handled that. She called up the hotel. She goes, hi, yeah, we need to reserve a dozen hotel rooms for next November of next year, the first Saturday. And we're hoping to get a rate because it's for a funeral. Now, you don't have to answer. I won't get personal with it. But are you living together? You don't have to answer. No. No? Okay. All right. Very traditional. Or her mom's with her. One way to one way to another. In my opinion, a couple should live together. You should live together first, and then if you get married, you should live apart. That roommate thing out of the way, right? I love my wife. The source of tension is I married a morning person. That's the one. She's relentless too. My wife will wake me up to tell me I can keep sleeping. Hey. This is me, the joke. Hey, it's 6 o'clock, but you can sleep till 7. I know, you told me at 5. Says I sleep too much. That's a sign of depression. I was happy when I was sleeping, though. But neither one of us are sleeping as much anymore, but for very happy reasons, because 2 years ago, we had a beautiful baby girl. How about that, everybody? We named her Cheap Applause. That's my daughter's name. Then a year ago, we had daughter number 2, Standing Ovation, we named her. Every show I go home and I tell the 1-year-old, they didn't clap as much for you. I don't know why you did. No, two little girls at home. They're good. The kids are doing great. Mom's a little colicky, but the kids are doing great. Do we have parents in the room by round of applause? You guys are probably way ahead of us, probably. Now, I don't want to jinx it, but in my limited experience, I think it's getting less difficult. I find the newborn stage, that's the toughest, man. Oh, come home from the hospital wiped out. Now, I've been blessed. I never spent the night at a hospital until my daughters were born. Boy, you can't get any rest at the hospital because all the people coming into your room telling you to get some rest.
Yeah.
How you feel? You're a little tired. We should get some rest. We're real close to doing that for you, barging in, you know? Then there's all these shift changes, you know? Like an hour later, someone, how you doing? I'm new. I hear you're tired. Just get some rest. Can I get you anything? You got a deadbolt lock on it? So you come home wiped out, right? And then you get home. And then all your friends want to come over. If you have a newborn, everyone wants to come over to the house. Hey, we want to see the baby. When's the best time to see the baby? 4 a.m. would be really helpful. You better show up because we're leaving her by the door for you. But I love being a parent. There's a big perk. I wish I knew about this when I was a younger man. The coolest thing is that as soon as you have a kid, from that moment on, you get to pretend that your opinion has more merit on every topic. No matter what people are talking about, hey, listen, hey, as a father of 2 little girls, why would you throw a pass from the 1-yard line? My wife has a real job, by the way, in case you're nervous for it. Whenever a comedian says they have kids, the crowd's like, what do you feed them, punchlines? My wife has a good job. I don't know what she does, but we got HBO and Showtime, so I'm married a provider. So we're from slightly different background. I'm from upstate New York, like Brian McKenna. I'm from a big Irish family. I got 3 brothers and 3 sisters, and my father's warming up to us now, which is very exciting. Growing up, my dad, he didn't want 7 kids. We drove him crazy. Like now that I have 2 kids, I can empathize, but my father, he didn't try to hide it. We used to go on those field trips in school. We give our dad the permission slip. It's got that question, in case of an emergency. My dad would write, do not resuscitate. Now my wife's from the city. My wife's married a city girl. Only child. My wife's an only child. So early in our courtship, she was very interested in the logistics of a large family. And she'd always ask me, all right, when your whole family gets together, who cooks? I go, hon, here's the situation. My parents are both Irish. Irish parents have a ton of kids, and then they pray that one of them marries an Italian. It's the Irish meal plan right there. So we have some Italian and Irish people in the room here. We got Irish people here, it's only water. Can we have Irish people? Right?
Oh, so true.
We're gonna find whiskey bottles under these tables. The Irish and Italian people are always intermingling. And it's a weird mix too, because opposite cultures. Because Italian people are the warmest people you ever meet. They hug everybody, you know. Irish people, we'll hug a toilet. I went to an Italian Sunday dinner. Clap if you've ever been to an Italian Sunday dinner. Have you been to one of these? Oh. It's awesome. It's at 2 o'clock though. That's right during the traditional Irish Sunday breakfast. Is at 2 o'clock. But I thought my wife was Irish because her name's Molly. That sounds Irish, right? Turns out that's her nickname. Her real name is Ecstasy, everybody. Hey! That was a joke. Once in a while I throw in a joke to change it up a little bit. No, but we met on the internet. Her name is Molly. I thought she was Irish, but we met on the internet 8 years ago. I'm amazed we're still together because she returns everything she gets online. At some point, I'm going back. No, but it's true. We met 8 years ago. We didn't know how our parents would react to that. It's kind of a generation of the internet dating, so we told our parents we met at the University of Phoenix. Her name is Molly, but she is not Irish or Italian. I know we have some friends in the room. My wife is Jewish. We have some Jewish people here. Hey, there we go. All right. Molly, yeah. Now, I had no Jewish friends growing up. In my neighborhood in Syracuse, I don't think we had any Jewish families. But I'm learning the culture. And I find with any culture, religion, more similarities than there are differences, right? Jewish holiday, Yom Kippur? I had no idea. I just heard the word holiday, you know? So I asked my wife, how do Jewish people celebrate Yom Kippur? So we don't eat. I go, that's identical to a holiday in my culture, St. Patrick's Day. No one makes dinner parties for St. Patrick's Day. But then she educated me. She let me know that's a solemn day. That's a serious one. I go, I'm sorry. I go, hey, what's the most festive Jewish holiday? My wife said, Christmas. We get Chinese food and go to the movies. I'm coming off a great Christmas, by the way. If you're from a big family, you might have a system and you celebrate Christmas. You might do what we do. We don't get every sibling a gift. We pick one name, one sibling a gift. Worked out perfect. Anyone else hearing voices, or did I? Someone's Googling where to get more water. Where to get more water? Another round of water here. Woo! This room, when we got here, is freezing. And now it's toasty. It's like, that's what I love about this room, the change of seasons. There's a little, now the heat is on. Yeah. I told him, I go, hey, I got to wrestle next week at 155. Can you crank the heat up here? I'm trying to wait. So anyway, for Christmas, so we don't get every sibling a gift. We pick one name. You have one sibling a gift. And it worked out perfect. I picked my oldest brother, right? And I'll ask you, what do you think is a good present for someone who owes you money? What does Siri think about this?
It's the time
I got him a gift certificate to me. Felt real good. There you go, Mark. Remember that $400 you owe me? It's down to $380. Happy holidays. Pick your name the next 19 years in a row. I love Christmas. I'm not religious, but I like any holiday with the little kids is fun. I've only been a dad for 2 Christmases, but I've been an uncle for a long time. That's a sweet gig right there, being an aunt or an uncle. That's what I always tell young people. I go, don't anyone pressure you to have kids, but you pressure your siblings to make sense. Aunt or uncle, you can't beat it. Because if you have children yourself, you got to love them all unconditionally. As an uncle, you pick your favorite. It's the best part of Christmas right there. Huh? Oh, how come you didn't get a Christmas present? Because you're hard to be around. That's why you didn't get a Christmas present. No, I'm not cheap. I buy your sister a pony. Look at that. He's my favorite. Maybe when he turns 6, he'll be a better person. Hang in there. A room full of social workers should be ashamed of yourself. You're laughing at that joke. Ashamed of yourself. But yeah, you know what I like? Another thing about Christmas, I got nieces and nephews who run the whole age gamut of knowing about Santa and not knowing about Santa. I get a big kick out of that. It's funny how the older kids don't ruin it, you know? Like one 6th grader could ruin it for the whole building, but they never do, because I think we're all ashamed at how old we were when we figured it out, you know? And never forget the girl who told me about Santa. Oh my God. It was my RA at NYU. So my wife is Jewish. People don't care about that stuff. I think generations ago, that's a bigger deal. People don't care. I get these questions. Once in a while, I get this. I go, my wife's Jewish, huh? Is she real religious? I go, apparently not. She married me. In fact, I'm a better Jew than her. I married a Jew, and she can't say that. And then I made 2 more Jews. For an Irish kid, I'm kicking ass, man. I was a lousy Catholic, now I'm a good Jew. It's pretty exciting. I should get a trip to Israel, I think. But people do say about my daughters, they go, hey, you know your daughters are Jewish. I go, of course they are. I go, they're half Jewish. I go, oh, no. They're all Jewish. They go, how cool is that? When they get older, people can ask their heritage. What am I? I'm all Jewish. Plus, half Irish. It'll be great on job interviews. You need someone to give 150%, you're looking at it right here. Right here. So things are good at home. You know, we think about picking a meal with my wife. Oh my God. She's an only child, Jewish from Manhattan. It's going to be a little challenging agreeing on a meal there, you know? She always asks for my input. First of all, she always asks me what I want for dinner. In 8 years, I haven't prevailed. Yeah. Well, what do you want for dinner? I go, let's get some Thai food. My wife, no. I can't have Thai food today. I had Thai food yesterday. I go, people in Thailand handle that pretty well. Now the food inside the house is getting weirder and weirder. We don't have rice anymore. My wife banished rice, replaced it with quinoa, which I thought was quinoa. Quinoa. You know what? Hey, quinoa's good, right? Quinoa's good if you put it in something that was already good. No one's ever been eating some random dish of food going, this is a little bland, but I think a little quinoa would put in too much, man. That stuff's like gunpowder. Oh my God. So we went from rice to quinoa, lateral move. I didn't care. I didn't agree with my wife's rationale though. You know why she got rid of rice? So rice is fattening. Oh, that's going to be news to people in Asia and Africa when they hear about it. They should do a health study on me and my bride, because I think we're a good case study because we're opposites. I'm curious myself, because my wife, I'll give her credit, super healthy diet. Kale, quinoa, everything's organic, right? But she doesn't exercise. I'm the other end of the spectrum. I go running every day, then I come home and have soda and Little Debbie snack cakes. So between the two of us, one of us is going to begin the eulogy with, told you so, told you about that, huh? I'm worried that's something I do. I'm going to say something stupid if I outlive her. That's why, as you get older, you start to see your own flaws. And like my flaw is that I get locked into who's right and I lose perspective completely. Like I'll be watching the news, they'll have one of these stories from somebody. Hey, today a man shot another man over a parking spot. Right? I'm on the couch going, was he there first? I never tell you, man. So I'm around younger people a lot, increasingly. I'm getting old. I turned 50 in January. How about that, huh? I got a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. My only shot of being a granddad, teen pregnancy. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not locking the liquor cabinet ever. But I'm around a lot of my comedy buddies are younger. These younger people. They're different, these young people today. They're probably better people, but they like to share their feelings and problems a lot. I'm not used to that. My buddy would be like, hey, I went on 3 dates with this girl and I can't get a hold of her. What do you think? I go, I wouldn't worry about it. Oh, she thinks she's going to get in touch? No, I wouldn't worry about it because it's not my problem. That's why I wouldn't worry about it. That sounds like your problem, man. Everyone's got their own problems, right? Big or small, right? Like my wife, I love her, but she likes a full itinerary. I'm like a homebody. I like to be on the couch. But my wife, she's always making plans for everybody, right? You know what I get dragged to a lot? I'm safe now. It's seasonal. Outdoor art shows. You go to these? People make earrings out of bottle caps and stuff like that. Turns out I love outdoor art shows. I love those things. I walk around. It's the only time I ever feel like, whoo, I got a stable career. How about that, huh? I'm never going to have to write a new act because a gust of wind blew away the old one. So the food is great. The food is crazy. Everything's organic at our place. We have organic peanut butter. Never had organic. Does anyone in the room have a beagle? I have a theory. Even a beagle won't eat organic peanut butter. Even a beagle says, I'm going to go finish my own turd. Maybe I'll come back. Organic peanut butter. God, this stuff's horrible. My wife keeps buying it. If If you've never had organic peanut butter, you can make it yourself. You don't need to buy it. Here's how you make it. Take out your regular peanut butter and then pour oil on top of it. And then somehow remove all the peanut butter flavor. I don't know how to do it. Final step, take a $20 bill, drop that in the garbage right there. There you go. Organic peanut butter. My wife is getting crazy with her diet because she's always on the internet. She's always looking for the next trend, you know. But she doesn't challenge anything. Here's what she told me one time. She goes, hey, we're not supposed to be drinking milk as adults because we're the only species that does that. Well, we're the only species that can milk cows. That's part of the puzzle there, you know. Squirrels would love to have a bowl of Captain Crunch from time to time. We're unfocused. Sometimes after shows, people go, hey, you take a lot of